Hello, I'm back. Sorry, I've been away. Relatively speaking, I've been very busy with school. Learning 3ds Max is a painful process, but I'm back, and I'm bringing a very important topic in light of all that's been going on. Something that has existed in the gaming culture for I want to say 15 years. No, hell no, since Quake. So a long time. And it's the pro gaming scene. Now, a lot of us go, "Oh, I know about pro gaming, It's about, you get really good at a game and you go play that game and you get paid for it. It's great." But there's a lot more to it. Especially now as technology evolves. I pay a lot of attention to StarCraft 2 scene because the StarCraft 2 pro scene is so varied because you have Korea, which was the dominant power a lot of the time, and then a lot of Europeans started really getting into it. Thanks to Warcraft 3. Same thing with Americans. Americans got really good with StarCraft 2. So right now, Korean seems pretty dominant, and that's true. They are very dominant in the StarCraft 2 scene, but it's honest. It's honestly true that Americans and Europeans have their place. And why am I talking about this? It's because it's the job that a lot of us want to do. We want to be paid to play just games. Play games that we like. And these people get paid to do it. And it's awesome. That would be the best job in the world. You would never have to work a day in your life. Because the old adage, do a job you like and you never work a day in your life. If I got paid to sit at home and play Mass Effect, that'd be awesome. But I don't. And pro gaming is this huge nexus of talent. And it's this huge nexus of good luck getting into it. StarCraft, if I were to just give it a face value, would probably be one of the easiest ways to get sort of integrated into that pro scene, relatively speaking, because there are online tournaments, there are open brackets at events like the American MLG. The American MLG is huge in terms of its importance of integrating into American culture. I went to MLG Raleigh in 2011. It was great. I loved the whole weekend. I got to watch people play Halo and Call of Duty, Black Ops, and StarCraft 2 especially. There was also a Gears of War 3 preview, and because I'm a huge Epic fanboy, I was like, "Eh." But you never see me do that again in my life. I guarantee it. But it was great to go and just see, there were all these people, and they came to Raleigh to watch these games. I love that. The more we can spread these events out and get people to come, the better unify this culture is. Because maybe you're the best StarCraft 2 player in the world. Nobody knows about you. Go to MLG, sign the open bracket. Maybe you'll get found out. Who knows? I also love these things because they're very good social expenditures. Social is a huge part of gaming. Back when they used to huddle around machines with punch cards. That was the first social aspect of gaming. That was back in the 50s. Maybe 60s, I can't remember exactly. Punch card machines. Whatever. And, you had the arcade. That was huge. It's like, hey, you want to go to the arcade this weekend? I want to know if that actually happened. There haven't been good arcades in forever. But, when you look at, the Xbox 360, the PS3, and especially computers, they are huge in terms of the social aspect of games. You look at Steam with all of its community forums. You look at YouTube. You wouldn't have all of these YouTube channels. You wouldn't have all this stuff going on if it weren't for how social gamers want to be. I know. I like being social. I think it's fun to talk to other people about gaming. If I didn't talk to the people about gaming, we would probably explode because we'd be sitting there in our house going, and I took a Commander Shepard and blew up a collector ship, and it was fun, but nobody else knows about it because nobody else plays for it. See? Could you stand doing that for the rest of your life? No. That's why I love going to school and talking to people about games. You know how much hype I have for Mass Effect 3 right now because I spent hundreds of hours talking about it, I guess. I just finished the game on Insane last night. Sorry, this morning. Number 3. Oh, that's 25 days. But that's not important. I'm talking about pro gaming. When I went to MLG Raleigh, I went with some friends who didn't have an interest in StarCraft, and they still had a good time because they got to see all these people. And I love pro gaming for that single aspect. And then you add on top of that Twitch TV and live streaming, and I can sit there during lecture of a class and just Team Liquid and watch Grubby stream or something, or like Stefano, and just watch their stream, and there's no couple thousand people, and that's the player interacting with a person or with the audience, and that is perfect. We need that more. I love when that happens. That's why I like the State of the Game podcast, because it's a really good way for these people who are very, very influential figures in the thing, like DJ Weed and Day 9 to or JP, sorry, not DJ Weed. Well, DJ Weed's still awesome, but it gives them a chance for all of us to get together and just talk. Talking is important in terms of pro gaming. It's how people figured out this strategy and how do you get this headshot at this range, and all of these little pieces that add together into this huge nexus of awesome called pro gaming. Pro gaming is important. It might not be the most important aspect of gaming, or it might be the single most important aspect of gaming. For example, a lot of people are really, really pissed that BlizzCon is not happening in 2012. That's understandable. BlizzCon is this huge event. I would love to go to it. Never have the time or the money. But if Blizzard is really, really putting forth the effort to get out Diablo 3, Heart of the Swarm, and Mist of Pandaria all this year, they are completely justified in canceling BlizzCon. Because I haven't played WoW in forever, so I won't know all specifics about like PvP and Mist of Pandaria, but they have to make sure there is no overpowered class. They have to make sure the monk is not like dominant versus, I don't know, rogues. You have to be sure that that doesn't happen. And it's the same thing with Diablo 3. They have to make sure there isn't like one specific class that's just like, oh, I can choose Barbarian and just walk through the game. No problem. They can't do that. And especially with how big StarCraft 2 has gotten in terms of the pro scene, if they were to take Heart of the Swarm and just, kind of have the units in there, kind of have the abilities ready to go, and just throw it out there, there would be one race that would just be like, Dominance, my name is Terran, or something like that. And so they have to spend a lot of time just making sure that the Shredder does the right amount of damage to Zerglings. You have to make sure that Swarm hosts don't kill siege tanks in X many shots, but in X many Y shots, And there's all these little intra-sequences that pro gamers know about. And this is related specifically to StarCraft 2, and because that is probably it's going to grow into one of their bigger games. I know you can say WoW is still huge, and of course it is. It still has 10 million subscribers? That's still a metric butt ton of people. But pro gaming is important. Never forget that. If there isn't that, then balance can't happen. There will be no balance to the Force, and so on and so forth. Went to Star Wars quotes. Same difference. Thank you very much for watching this video. I'm sorry it's been such a long time, but I've been... it's difficult for me to find, time to put one of these out. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to check out my other videos, and have a good day in gaming. Thank you very much. Goodbye.